What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get into today's video, guys, 14, we are literally 14 subs away from 200, guys. We're getting there. We are so close to getting to 200 subs. You guys are incredible. I know we can do it. Excuse me. 200 subs by the end, before the summer comes to a close. Excuse me. I know we can do it, because the moment we get to 200 subs, I'm gonna open up this Korean Strike of Neos booster box in its entirety on the channel. As you guys could tell, literally it is completely taped, practically all over the place, on the hopes to potentially pull this guy, Elemental Hero Air Neos, the so-called forbidden Yu-Gi-Oh card. Is it really forbidden? I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Now, if this channel gets to 500 subs, I am going to open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Pot of Greed, Monster Reborn, Swords of Revealing Light. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, you guys see it. A first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety that I'm going to open up on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull my second ever Collector's Rare. Because it wouldn't be the first time I pulled a Collector's Rare. Because I also pulled this. A Collector's Rare Beat Cop from the Underworld, sorry, that I pulled from my Genesis Impact box opening. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. I am going to be getting this graded at some point. Don't know when, but I will at some point. But if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys have not done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and be sure to follow me on all my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And be sure to turn on the notification bell as well before I forget. And also guys, post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this. I know that this is a bit of a random one, but I want your guys' opinion. What would you consider to be the greatest structure deck that Konami has ever released? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm very curious of what you guys have to say. But for today's video, we have a brand new archetype that will be released in the new upcoming core set, Age of Overlord, and it is known as the Snake Eye Archetype. Now I'm gonna be honest. This actually might have the makings of a pretty good deck, because this is a fire attribute and it's a pyro type, where in which Volcanics could potentially run this archetype, which is possible, which is very possible, but it all depends on what the effects are. And I'm looking at some of these cards, Who knows? I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe this archetype might change the meta. Maybe it won't. I don't know. All I know is that we are going to be talking about the new cards in today's video. Big shout out to YG organization. I always use them. I always use their website to bring in the new cards. You know, talk to you guys about these new cards and whatnot. So big shout outs to them. No copyrights as always. But let's get straight into it, guys. Kicking things off, we have Snake Eye XL, which is a 1-star fire pyro with 800 attack, 1000 defense, and both of its effects are a once per turn. And the first effect reads, if this card is normal or special summon, you can add a level 1 fire monster from your deck to your hand. So this is essentially a Stratos. That's pretty much all there is to it. The second effect reads, you can send this card and one other face-up card you control to the grave. Special summon 1 Snake Eye monster from your hand or deck except this card. So what I find pretty cool, as I'm literally going to be biting my nail off. There we go. What I find so unique is that you can actually play volcanics with this archetype. And I'm gonna go on Nexus here really quickly to show off some of the 1-star pyros that you can add to your hand off of Excel's effects. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's go deck. And since we're on the topic of fire, let's go Battling Boxer. I am going to be doing an update on the deck, possibly this week. I don't know. I really don't know. But get ready for that deck profile. That one's going to be crazy. So Volcanic Rat is actually 1-star monster that you can add to your hand. Volcanic Shell, Volcanic Rimfire, which is actually one of the newer cards, which I don't think I ever talked about. Did I talk about this one? I think I... Oh, maybe I did. Excuse me. Maybe I did talk about the... Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe I did. I think I remember talking about Rimfire with... What? Soul Burning Volcano? Legendary Duel Soul Burning Volcano? We'll be getting that pretty soon. So, Shell, Rimfire, and Rat are your 3 volcanic targets for Snake Eye, which is actually kind of hilarious. But what I find even more insane is that again, as I said, it's a Stratos and also you get to Cyber Dragon another monster from your hand just by sending both Excel and another monster, or rather another card you have on board, straight to your graveyard. I mean, this is basically your combo starter, to be quite honest. That's your combo starter. Speaking of combo starters, we have another one, which is known as Snake Eye Orc, which is a 1-star fire pyro, 900 attack, 200 defense. Both of its effects are once per turn, and the first effect says that on normal or special summon, you can target one of your level 1 fire monsters. You can target one of your... Target one of your level 1 fire monsters that is banished or in your grave, either add it to your hand or special summon it. So this is essentially DDR, different dimension reincarnation, summon from the banished pile or from the grave, and you can just combo off from there, which is pretty nice. Excuse me. Second effect reads, you can send this card and one other face-up card you control to the grave. Special summon 1 Snake Eye monster from your hand or deck except this card. So again, it's as the first effect says. On normal or special summon, it's a DDR. You could just DDR any one of your level 1 fires from your banish pile or your grave, and you can actually link them off into a Link Haribo, and then just combo off from there, and then just link climb a little bit into cards such as like Access Code Talker, or even also your Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, which Underworld Goddess, even by 2023 standards, it's still pretty fucking nasty, which is pretty cool. Next up, I believe all of the ones. Oh, okay. So we have another 1-star monster here. Okay, never mind. Okay, so this one's different. So I was under the impression that all 3 of the 1-star monsters had the same second effect, but it's only the first 2 that I had just talked about. This one does not, and it's called Snake Eye White Birch. Try saying that 10 times fast. White Birch. Try saying that. Whew. 1-star Fire Pyro. 0 attack, 2100 defense. The first effect, which is a special summon effect, is a once per turn. Second effect is also a once per turn. The first effect reads: if you control a fire monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Cyber Dragon. You guys know any monster card that has a Cyber Dragon effect in their text, you know damn well it's gonna be fucking good. This one, maybe. We'll see. The second effect reads: during your opponent's turn, as a quick effect, you can send this card and one other face-up card you control to the grave. Special summon 1 Snake Eye monster from your hand or deck except this card. So basically, this one is actually a quick effect, whereas opposed to the other 2, they're not. Though I will admit, this is a really good way to summon out cards like Nightmare Phoenix right off the bat. That's actually not too bad. But not only that, I think you can also run this deck with Salad, maybe? I think so. Salamagrate, I think Salamagrate could also run this Archetype, which is actually kind of cool. But still, having a Cyber Dragon right off the bat, that's actually pretty nuts. Next up, we have Snake Eyes Flamberg Dragon, which is a 8-star fire dragon with 3k attack, 2500 defense, basically the exact same stats as a Blue Eyes White Dragon. This one has 3 effects, all of which are once per turn. Sorry guys, I feel like I'm about to sneeze again. Anyway, the first effect reads: you can target 1 monster in the grave or face up on the field, place it face up in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. Second effect reads: during your opponent's turn, as a quick effect, you can target 1 monster card on the field, treat it as a continuous spell, special summon it to your field. Third effect reads: if this card is sent from the hand or field to the grave, you can special summon 2 level 1 fire monsters from your graveyard. Okay, so this is a bit of an interesting one because this card sort of like has the effects of a Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle, where if it's in, or I guess rather a advanced Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle, where you can special summon a monster from your back row to your front lines, and then you can just combo off from there, which is pretty cool. But what I find interesting is that the idea of this deck, of this archetype being released, I mean, I gotta admit, it's pretty fucking crazy. It's pretty crazy. These 3 effects, though, I'm actually questioning them because even though I said that decks like Salad and Volcanics could run these cards, I'm under the impression that there might be something else, but I don't know what, though. I honestly don't know what, but I mean, to be fair, to be fair, the third effect is actually pretty good. Being able to just special summon 2 1-star monsters directly from your graveyard, and then just link them back off into a link them off into like a into a double Linkuriboh or whatever, or even an IP Masquerena, help you go into your Underworld Goddess. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for the monsters. For the spells that are in this archetype, we have the Shrine of Serpentine Sight Snake Eye, which is actually their field spell, and it has 3 separate effects, which the first effect reads, when this card resolves, you can place 1 Snake Eye monster from your hand, deck, or grave face up in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. Yeah, okay, yeah, so I thought so. So this is basically similar to the Crystal Beast archetype, but this is a bit different. This is mainly for pyros, for fire monsters. The second effect reads level 1 fire monsters you control gain 1100 attack. I mean, to be fair, that's not bad, but it's kind of a gimmicky effect in my personal opinion. The third effect reads, once per turn, if your opponent normal or special summons a monster, you can target one monster card on the field, treat it as a continuous spell, special summon it to your field. So again, this is a good way to establish board presence over your opponent, and then just go into some of your synchro plays, your Xyz plays, or whatever, all depending on what your extra deck looks like. But for the most part, with an archetype like this, your end board is gonna have to be double Linkuriboh. Is gonna have to be double Linkuriboh, Axis Talker, Underworld Goddess, Appaloosa. That right there would have to be your end board. If you're able to make that board, your opponent essentially just cannot play any Yu-Gi-Oh whatsoever. And not only that, if you also have the Flamberg Dragon on board as well, that just makes your board even more powerful than it already is, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have the original Tainted Treasure Snake Eye, which is a normal spell, and both of its effects are a hard once per turn. And the first effect reads, send one other face-up card you control to the grave, special summon one level 1 fire monster from your hand or deck. So this is basically your Cyber Rev system for the whole deck, but instead of, again, as I've talked about in previous videos, instead of the hand or graveyard, it's from the hand or deck. So that's actually pretty good, and it helps you thin out the deck even more to help you see your Flamberg Dragon a lot quicker, or even your field spell, depending on what you want to go for, which is pretty cool. The second effect reads, you can banish this card from your grave, then target one Snake Eye or... what the hell? Diabelastar? Monster in your graveyard. Add one level 1 fire monster from your deck to your hand, then place the targeted monster on the bottom of the deck. Oh, so this is just basically a tag out. This is basically a tag out effect, so that's not bad. Being able to just replace not tag out. No, not tag out. This is more of like a monster reincarnation. I guess a really bad monster reincarnation in my honest opinion. But now we gotta talk about the final card that is in this archetype. There are, I believe there were like 7 or 8 cards to talk about, but the last card is known as the Glaring Ruler Snake Eyes, which is a normal trap, and the effect is a once per turn, which reads, if the total levels of all Snake Eye monsters you control equal 2 or more, activate one of these effects. Target one monster in your opponent's grave or face-up field, place it face-up in its spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. Target one monster card on the field, treat it as a continuous spell, special summon it to your field. Again, this is a way to help you go into double Linkuriboh, Axis Talker, Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, plus Flamberg Dragon, or even or even instead of Flamberg Dragon, go into a Baron if you run Volcanics or whatever. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad. But my thoughts on this archetype, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, but in my honest opinion, I think this could have the makings of a good deck if we get more support for them over time. I think this deck might change the meta, but only time will tell. But that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.